you looking at that couple inside?
Actually, I was just looking at this little pink number over here.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of nice. They look happy, don't they?
What, the bras?
No, the couple. They look happy.
I guess, as far as couples go.
You know, it reminds me of an issue of Spider-Man I did when Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy went lingerie shopping. Of course, the Green Goblin showed up, and he pumpkin bombed the hell out of the place. But aside from that, it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh my God. Holy shit! Aren't you?
Oh, Stanley. Hi.
And I like working with guys like you. I like working with people with a sense of humor and people who enjoy what they do. I enjoy what I do.
Stan Lee, who is the publisher of Marvel Comics, now the most read comic book group in the world, didn't start out as the publisher. Back in 1939, when he was just a young man, he walked in to find a job.
That's right. I was really a gopher. They hired me to write some copy, do some proofreading, a little bit of editing, and also get coffee for the large staff, which consisted of 2 people, and sweep up the place and so forth. What happened was, shortly thereafter, the 2 people, the editor and staff artist and writer, left. He was a staff artist and writer. They left, and the publisher walked in and saw me there, and he said, "Hey, kid, who are you?" I said, "I work here." He said, "Well, do you think you can hold down the editor's job until I find somebody else?" I said, "Well, I'll try." And he never found anybody else. As far as I knew, for many years he was still looking, but I stayed as editor all the time.
Hey, wait, where are you going? Hey, you were supposed to be my lift home. How will I get out of here? Hey, gee, I've got so many more stories to tell. Guys. Oh.
Hey, we've got fans. We had never had fans before. We had never gotten fan mail before. But all of a sudden, with the start of our new superheroes, we got real letters. I like this, I don't like this, you did a great job on this. So I decided we ought to change the name of the company, get something better than Atlas. And the very first book that Martin Goodman had ever published, even before I came to work there, was called Marvel Comics. So I figured Marvel's a great word. And also, there's so much you could do with it. You could make up slogans and mottos. So I decided I would treat Marvel like a big advertising campaign. And I made up slogans like, "Make mine Marvel, Marvel marches on, welcome to the Marvel age of comics," you know, things like that. And I came up with a lot of catchphrases. I would sign all the things I wrote with "Nuff said," or "Hang loose," or "Face front." But I noticed that the competition was starting to use those expressions too. So I figured I've got to get something that they won't copy. And I tried to think of something, A, they wouldn't know how to spell, and B, they wouldn't know what it means. And that's why I came up with the word Excelsior.
If you can't see well, and you can't hear well. In fact, I don't read well. I have a bunch of notes here for
You don't need notes.
I can't see them. I don't know what they say.
Okay. So then why do you stay out? Why do you come to work? Why don't you just watch the dancers?
Because I want to prove that a guy who can't see well or hear well can still be productive.
When I was in high school, I freelanced and I wrote obituaries for people who were still alive. And you know,
that's a really good use of your time, Stan.
You know, when a celebrity dies, about 15 minutes later, the newspaper comes out and there are 3 pages of write-ups about him, and you wonder, how did they write it that fast? It's all there in advance.
Exactly.
And that's how you know you're famous. I would love to think somewhere, my obituary, you know, is in a file somewhere. Then I'd know I made it. You know, I guess one person can make a difference. Nuff said.